Sad news today.
Sad news today.
Sad news today. Famed documentary filmmaker and author Eric Skarsgård died in a plane crash. Skarsgård had won an award, an Oscar, last year for his controversial film, The Gospel According to Angel, Luke's more Gnostic twin brother. Long title. Rest in peace, Mr. Eric Skarsgård. You will be missed. In other news, the weather is looking extremely hot today in 101 degrees.
Good evening. Right here I have a copy of Bram Stoker's Dracula. It was illustrated by my favorite illustrator as a child, Greg Hildebrandt. Got this when I was like 11 years old. And can we say obsessed? Yes, I was obsessed with Dracula and vampires as a child, which I think one can kind of gauge that from my DVD collection. Back in the days when everything was on VHS, I actually had more vampire movies and Dracula movies.
His name was Ivan
Doctor, I'm getting cold waiting for you.
One more time. In February of 2021, I decided I would try to write my own stage adaptation of Dracula. And I thought, how can I make it different from all the other versions that have come before? And then I thought, what if there were no vampires in the story? What if instead you had a group of Victorians who were all succumbing to tuberculosis or syphilis, and they then thought there was a vampire in their midst? And what if they targeted like an Eastern European immigrant who didn't speak a word of English and stalked him and eventually killed him thinking he was a vampire? And I began writing this play, and I realized about 8 pages in that I really suck at writing period dialogue, because I was trying to write it as a serious, dramatic piece. So I decided I wouldn't do it. Cut to March of this year, 2022, I decided I would have another go at it. Only this time I would make it a satire. A satirical piece, dark comedy with the same premise. So I approached a number of my theater friends and a number of my non-theater friends, and even some strangers I found on Hudson Valley Actors Without Walls, and asked if they would be willing to take part in this. And so we recorded it from like August 2nd through October 5th, I think. And sometimes I would meet the actors individually, sometimes I would meet them in small groups, and they read their parts in front of a green screen. And then I would edit everything, adding a backdrop. And so I wasn't sure if this was going to work, because I've never tried something, you know, to this scale.
Tell me when you're ready.
Ready.
What's the word you're supposed to say?
Action.
It was nice of that old farmer to bring in our loony sketchbook.
Yes. Yes, it was.
Carf.
I'm sorry.
And now you're looking back in that direction, because the gesture is behind you.
I understand, but I think you'll be glad when you hear the news I bring. I understand, but I think you'll be glad when you hear the news I bring.
Oh, I'm wrong. That's the next line, I think. Sorry.
I know, ma'am. I'm terribly sorry.
Hold on, let's do it again. We're not laughing.
Sorry, I wasn't prepared for that. You just caught me off guard. I know, ma'am. I'm terribly sorry.
No. Sorry, what was my line?
Transylvania, does this have anything to do with my dear Jonathan? Child, I've heard enough about you, Jonathan. And Mom, but nothing. Go to your room. I want to hear the news. Well, you should have thought about that before you opened your mouth and brought down the mood of the room again. I'm sorry. I'll behave henceforth. I will really. Truly, go to your room. You shall hear whatever news they bring later. But do I have to bring out your old whipping girl again and have the servants beat her to a bloody pulp to teach you a lesson? No, ma'am.
I love. You got a piece of the jacket on your Sorry. It's just so noticeable. Oh my god.
Okay, is it gone?
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Whew. Okay. Can you start with I love? Okay.
Sorry. I almost get it, and then you start laughing again.
Okay, I'll stop.
I love.
No. Don't finish that sentence. Sorry. Okay.
Vandalized?
Several graves were disrupted.
What?
I'll take your hat.
Okay, do it one more time. Actually, Logan, take your own hat off from this take.
Can take it. I show you in. You
This is a more
look at
casual
side
visit,
butt,
so-
side butt. Okay. One more time from the
Yep.
beginning. Okay.
I'm afraid I shall have to bend you over my knee and give you a good spanking.
Oh, yes, sir. And then do you
Yeah.
just full on, just...
Yeah, just partial. Well, if you can get, like, just, yeah.
I was
Let's
gonna say,
see.
I'm not sure what to do with the book.
Actually, you know what? If you just go in, I'll stop you and put you and say,
Okay,
hey,
yeah.
Grooming? Wait. Did you see those two politicians just now? Because I can assure you that scene is not a part of my lesson plan.
No, I didn't say that. But I don't like the way you're trying to make my son into some sort of American-hating pinko...
Okay.
Well, fine, I don't love you then. If that's the way you're gonna treat me. I'll be in my trailer. I love.
Don't finish that sentence.
Sorry. I thought I had it. I thought I had it. I'm sorry. I was fine for a second and then... I think we need a minute. But I don't like the way you're trying to make my son in...
Joseph Gervais-Gunn did an incredible job with this semi-staged reading at the Morton Library of my last play, The Pegasus Pilgrimage. And so I wrote the part of Arthur Holmwood with him in mind. And when we got together, he tried a few different accents, and they were all good. I did like them. And here's Arthur Jr.
Well, Doctor, he took your advice when he began showing the same systems my wife did before her passing.
And how's Arthur Jr.?
Well, Doctor, we took your advice and we began, sorry.
And how's Arthur Jr.?
Well, Doctor, we took your advice and we began, when he began showing the same systems my, oh my God.
And how's Arthur Jr.?
Well, Doctor, we took your advice when he began showing the same systems my wife did before her passing.
But the voice I had in my head when I wrote the script was his natural speaking voice, and even though he winds up doing a monstrous thing towards the second act of the Great Vampire Scare of 1890. I wanted him to be kind of the audience surrogate in the beginning to kind of rope them in more. So we decided to go with his natural speaking voice instead.
Well, Doctor, we took your advice.
What's this?
Renfield, I don't want to make you uncomfortable, but if you need someone to talk to, that's my number.
Don't tear it up yet. You're not.
It says so.
No, you said you're about to tear it up. Then you
Oh shit, I'm sorry. We need another piece of paper. Sorry. I read it wrong.
I love...
No. Don't finish that sentence. We both have...
I don't know what happened.
Am I that funny looking?
No. I don't know. I think it's the way you're delivering the line. Don't finish it.
I'm trying to be dramatic.
I know. And it's my fault. I'm sorry. There's always that one scene.
Yeah. The camera battery's gonna die.
Okay. Sorry, that was me.
I guess I'm funny looking, I guess.
That was me, I'm sorry. I'm a professional. Okay.
I love...
Michael!
Don't act like that. It hurt. Shit.
He cut off his family jewels again. You have no clue how hard Michael worked on that hat.
I know, I feel bad.
Yeah, it took me 10 minutes.
That is 10 minutes you would ever get back.
Thank you for joining us on Good Morning Today. Joining us right now is acclaimed documentary filmmaker Eric Skarsgård. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me on. Let me do that again. I meant to do an accent.
I love...
Don't... Sorry.
I didn't do anything that time.
Well, I was remembering you saying when you delivered the line. Okay. Don't finish that line. We both have spouses and responsibilities. But trust me, I've known for a while, and my feelings are exactly the same.
Ooh. Jonathan.
Hold on, do that again while I'm not wiping my nose.
Alright.
Now when she's acting out. Okay.
Good day, Inspector. Jonathan.
Has Holmes cracked the case of the twins torso killer yet?
No. No, he has not.
Do it more like,
no. No, he has not.
No. No, he has not. Nobody has.
And I take it you're no closer to identifying the Ripper.
No.
Be more deflating. No.
No.
Pity, and unlike Holmes, your investigators are actually paid by our tax dollars, aren't they? Tut tut tut. Jonathan!
Jonathan!
What, my dearest?
You're being very rude. Jonathan? What the hell's gotten into you?
Mina, I want a divorce.
Jonathan!
There's no need to try to change my mind. I shan't, you know. The bats were outside my window again last night.
The bats? The bats? Couldn't we could have 1 week with you not to mention them?
Want to do that again?
Absolutely. The bats! The bats! Couldn't we have 1 week where you do not mention them?
They want me. And why should I keep playing hard to get? I will follow them back to Transylvania tonight.
Very well then.
Hey, Inspector, did I mention that when the bats are in human form, they each have flying breasts?
No. No, you didn't. That's quite impressive, though. So the bats, are they the ones you got into the new diet craze?
What's the new diet craze?
Flies.
Flies? Who wants to eat poor, puny things like flies?
With all due respect, Princess Mina tells me you do.
Why would I want flies when I can have nice, fat, juicy spiders instead?
Well, well, that's one of my headaches taken care of. Wait, well, that's one of my headaches taken care of. So what is this physician up to?
What is my physician up to?
So what is my physician up to?
I'm worried he may have crossed a line where even I cannot help cover things up now.
What's happening?
He's going on and on about
About what?
Considering the recent developments with your newly estranged husband, I'm really unsure if I don't know. Maybe it was a mistake to come here.
Sorry.
No, 'twas no mistake coming here today. The good doctor has been going on and on about vampires to pretty much anyone who will listen.
Oh, that. I knew all about that rubbish.
You did?
Yes. He was spending way too much time with Jonathan. So I guess some of Jonathan's craziness rubbed off on him?
The problem is he and a group of people vandalized a graveyard last night.
They did what now?
It seems he's gotten himself a band of vampire hunters. They mutilated a corpse.
You're sure it's Dr. Seward doing this?
I am not 100% certain, just worried.
Sweet of you to worry. It really is. Say, do you want to come up to my bedchamber?
I thought you'd never ask.
Would you like a little wine first?
I never drink wine this early in the morning.
And I just want to do close-ups of your lines really quick. We're not going to have you do that whole speech. The one about the
ranting?
Yeah. I love that rant, but I'll give you a break.
So when do we film the bedchamber scene? Hey, we had a good laugh before. I thought I'd...
Again, not a one-night stand girl.
I'm going to have to get my regular script. I've gotten lost because I rearranged all the pages and now I can't find them.
Mina beginning to have a meltdown.
Oh.
You say what is it, or no? I'm sorry. Now I have to figure out where we are.
Wow, gold coins! How does he have gold?
Over there.
Oh, shit. Wow, gold.
That's my line.
Yeah, say it one more time, though, because I forgot my line right after that.
Hold on, yeah. Hold on. If he's a vampire, why is he sleeping in a bed and not a coffin?
He's trying to fool us.
Wow, gold coins! Why does he have gold?
Looks like the stamp, right?
Yeah.
You see right here.
Yeah. Actually, step closer to the camera.
Alright, and then...
Brandy?
Yes, that seems... hold on. I fucked that up. One more time. Now you're staring at me and I with the hanged... Oh, hold on. I gotta get my stethoscope, and hopefully I don't knock it.
Which way am I looking?
Straight ahead.
And the other night, my most prized cow suddenly collapsed and died.
Had she been sick?
No, she was the healthiest of all my livestock.
His name was Ivan Saplinski. That's about it, really. Seems he's from a country of... Zagenswagen?
Zagenswegen.
And that brings us to the man from Zagenswegen. Actually, it was
Zoggenschweigen, but nobody could pronounce Zoggenschweigen. So we wound up compromising with Zoggensweigen. And I had a few ideas for him. My friend Alex from the city supplied the voice. One idea was to make him look kind of like Rip Van Winkle, which is the idea we wound up going for. And the other idea was to make him look like the vampire from Nosferatu, which ironically turned 100 this year. The movie Nosferatu, not the vampire from Nosferatu, obviously. Shut up, Michael. Anyway, so we did a bunch of different takes both ways before I settled on the Rip Van Winkle thing.
Lekkere boil, chichi boil.
Who are you?
Ni pausi, ni mami, ni pausi, zigago te dancing.
Zoggenschweigen. His name is Ivan what is it?
Binai, zinai, zont no more. Lekkere boil, chichi boil, kilakala boil. Ni pausi, ni pausi. Ni pausi, ni mami, ni pausi, zigago te dancing.
Doctor, I'm getting cold waiting for you.
Lestrade, that look in your eye.
Okay, I'll stop.
She did it. Yeah, it's her fault.
I'll stop.
Don't blame the actress. Fine, it was my fault. All my fault.
And she had the most amazing birthing hips and beautiful eyes. She always looked at me with such longing.
Zoggenschweigen. 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 Schweigen.
This is a cow we're talking about, right? You pig! All right, fine. No.
Take it back to the prized cow line. Sorry.
Okay.
Oh, you're beginning to sound like a member of parliament I know who keeps going on and on and on about Jewish space lasers.
I thought Jewish space lasers were common knowledge. No?
Excuse me, what?
And the other night, my most prized cow suddenly collapsed and died.
If we were like you in the rest, we will resemble you in that. Fuck.
So, what if the Ripper is now murdering corpses in graveyards?
Murdering corpses?
Yeah. Dead bodies. Our murdering dead bodies instead of living.
He's now.
Oh, he's now, yeah.
Will there be anything else? Again.
Queen around?
Okay.
His heart was full of blood.
A heart full of blood.
Of course.
Is this a real one?
Yeah. So flush it afterwards.
The men are facing life in prison.
I hope that the memories of the great London vampire scare of 1890 won't give you nightmares. So I offer some words of reassurance. When you're all back home, and the lights are off, and you hear the wind outside, hear the floorboards creaking, dogs or wolves howling in the distance, and you dare not look out the window for fear a strange face might be peering in. Just pull yourself together and remind yourselves that after all, there are such things as liars, xenophobes, and psychopaths. Class dismissed.